Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Beerful Hat Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Victor, with always
Walker, here to do some big old talking about some interesting topics as well as a very sad topic we got to get into here.
But beforehand, It's Christmas time.
It is.
It's Christmas time, so we get busy. This is why we didn't have to do a podcast last weekend.
Yes, it's how it goes, unfortunately, guys.
But that's, as Walker said, that's how it goes. But what I'm going to say is very sad. John Cena's last match was last night. That's part of the reason why I left D&D a little bit early.
Oh, yeah.
But the kids were 95% of the reason why.
I mean, yeah, understandably, but the match started at, 8, 9 o'clock?
9:30.
Okay, so that's good.
But, you know what? That was the most disappointing wrestling match I've ever watched.
I did not watch any of it, so you're going to have to fill me in a bit here.
Okay, so John Cena announced his retirement tour early this year.
Yeah, so we know he was going to finish up with wrestling and kind of get more into acting, right?
Yes, because wrestling has taken its toll on his body and most other things.
And yeah, you were saying he's 48 years old now.
48 or 49.
Which
I thought he was 50.
And that's old. Like at a certain point,
but for a
30,
wrestler,
I'm 26. We're already feeling pain in our joints. And as a wrestler, that's a lot.
Wrestling is one sport that they are constantly on the road and constantly putting their body through abuse.
Yeah, because they're definitely practicing their moves too. Because
practicing and also performing.
Exactly.
And so with the toll on someone's body, you see Ric Flair and The Undertaker and all the big wheeled guys that used to wrestle don't wrestle anymore because they're A, retired, or B, doing other things in the company.
Oh, that's it. You can't put that much physical toll on your body at a certain point in your age. Their joints are probably fucked for life, and if they were to go on and perform, it's going to be very showy versus actually fighting. Right?
The Big Show can barely walk anymore.
Really? Oh my god.
He's huge, and his when you see him walk, his knees are inwards.
Oh.
You know how you see your legs, right?
Yeah.
And they're pointed inwards together.
Oh, okay. So not scurvy, but essentially he's got a bow to his legs.
Yeah.
Where he's taken enough damage
because
to
of
his
his
muscles.
how big he is and all that stuff. But honestly, but last night's match was so for me personally was so terrible. They did him dirty.
Well, was it? How many rounds did it end up going to? Was it
Oh no, it's just there's no rounds.
Oh,
okay. It's not boxing.
Okay.
Wrestling is just you do a couple moves and all that, depending on how long they make the matches. Because yes, I'm a wrestling fan, but I do know it's all scripted.
Yeah, it's scripted to a point, but it's there for the show.
That's why it's called World Wrestling Entertainment.
Exactly.
Entertainment. I don't care. I will fight on the bridge. I don't care. It's entertaining because I grew up with it.
Exactly.
But thing is, I didn't grow up with John Cena. I grew up with the Attitude Era.
Oh, okay.
So my buddy I was mentioning last night, he grew up with John Cena.
Yeah, he was.
So he was pissed.
Oh yeah, obviously he's one of the fan favorites for the longest time.
And he's besides Stone Steve Austin with his 316 fucking speech. Yeah. He's one of the big guys that made wrestling.
Yeah, he popularized it during the 2000s.
So the match started off good because it's Gunther, the ring general, which I basically thought it would be kind of a Iron Sheik, fucking Hulk Hogan standoff, the American Badass with a German dude, evil dude.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's how they kind of did in the 80s, that did heroes and villains.
Okay.
But the match overall was good because it was good how they wrestled. But the thing is, for 20 years, John Cena's legit turned around and says, "Don't give up.
Never give up. Never back down." It was the classic. He was a good motivational tool for kids. That was his whole shtick.
And for Gunther to legit have him in the headlock, I would rather see John Cena pass the fuck out. He legit did this. He as folks look on YouTube, Gunther chokeholds John Cena tap out. Because you will see he taps out because he's I can't really do the motion.
Yeah, but he's got the hand on his arm.
He's got the hand. This is what happens. You see him trying to fight. And you see him smile and goes like this, taps out, softly taps out.
Oh, damn. So, like, he almost knew, like, fuck, there is just no point in trying to continue this fight. Like, I'm retiring anyway, we'll just tap it here. Like,
but thing is, what I think the fans were more pissed about is that he tapped out.
Yeah, it would be upsetting, especially if he's never tapped out in 20 years. Like, you want to see him either get properly submissioned, like you were saying
I'd rather
earlier.
see him get submissioned or pinned.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that because with when Brock Lesnar coming back and kicking the living shit out of John Cena, he pinned him.
Well, which makes more sense. It's what you want to see. It's part of the entertainment. When somebody is just willing to give it up that easy, it's tough. You're there to watch a match and not feel like it's empty.
But I will have to say this because no one truly knows what the storyline base for the match is besides the people who set it up.
Yes.
So I'm sorry to say, but Triple H did fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a reason why he did what he did, because I saw a picture of every person who retired, like big retired.
Okay.
All lost their last match.
All right. Dang.
But the thing is that Triple H knows John Cena was such a big part of wrestling.
Yeah.
It's just why let him tap out?
Yeah, especially how you described. Like, he smiled before he did it. Like, it almost seemed like maybe he was going against what the original script was, and he's just like,
no, I think that was in the script that he was supposed to tap out. It's like it was like the caption where like people like the dude sitting on the bench and it's on fire when like your day's already going as bad but you're already dead inside.
Yeah,
that's basically what the new meme is.
Oh gosh,
it's just John Cena like about to tap out.
So I imagine you've been seeing a lot of these memes on Facebook and stuff today.
Yeah. All the wrestling fan pages I have on Facebook. Instagram's blowing up with it, and like a lot of people, like apparently there was almost a riot last night because of it.
I mean, I could see that. Yeah, you want to see your hero go down with a bit more dignity than just a smile and I'm done. Tippy tappy, I'm done.
Triple H has the balls after the match to go talk to the like because they're
camera crew and stuff,
right?
Not
camera. They're sponsored by they did a partnership with PSN.
Okay.
So it's part of the sports network now.
Oh, yeah.
So they had like that little ring, and they have fans behind them, like chanting, like "Oh yeah," or like "Blue," or whatever. They legit were chanting "Fuck you, you fucked up, you fucked up," and booing Triple H. And Triple H has the audacity to turn his chair. I thought you guys would be louder. I'm disappointed.
Oh my gosh. So literally taunting the audience too. Yeah. That's hilarious.
So I'm thinking that Triple H is still being his heel character when he was in wrestling. Which makes sense. But I gotta say, Gunther is a really good heel.
Okay.
He's a really good villain.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing there's a video of some little kid decked out in John Cena shit, just giving Gunther shit, and Gunther's just sitting there like, just remember, I topped him out. And just
goodness.
Going against the kid because he's a true heel.
Yeah.
He's a.
Oh, maybe the whole thing is they want to set Gunther up as the villain. They want to.
He is the villain. He's been the villain since he started. I don't know if he started as the heel, but since I've been watching wrestling back since they got it on Netflix, he's been the heel the whole time.
Oh, okay.
And like I do gotta say, he's like a giant.
Yeah.
So like, but like they did John Cena kind of dirty.
Yeah, it's like you said, a lot of the ones that retire end up losing their final match because it's a passing of the torch. I think that's the main reason why they do it. It's just sad to see it as like almost giving up, and it's very against what John Cena originally was as a wrestler.
But because me and my buddy Chase if he listens to the podcast, I know he wouldn't mind me saying his name because like we are so heavily involved in wrestling that we talk about it at work. Like, because I'll say, hey man, I watched Raw last night, because he just watches YouTube clips on it. Yeah. He does not watch the full thing.
Oh, okay.
The reason why he just deems it stupid, he just watches the cool things he wants to watch. I watch with Ollie because that's a thing that we do. Yeah. Just as a dad and son.
Well, that's it. If he's in it for just the actual wrestling, it's nice to watch it for the wrestling and not like all the 20-minute
all the bullshit,
like
the promos and shit.
Yeah.
So I would tell him, like we watched it last night. This would happen. He's like, I haven't seen that yet. I'm like, yeah, just when you do, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Or like, man, like fucking last night's show was like stupid and like was terrible. Like we go back and forth, but I had an idea where Gunther won the because he had last time is now tour where like wrestlers would compete against each other, so the worthy one would go up against John Cena because that's how he is.
Okay.
I feel because the last person to face Gunther was LA Knight.
Really?
He's a he's a cool wrestler that he's so into his character, it's fucking good.
Oh, okay. But
after the podcast, I'm going to have to show you like some of his promos, and it's fucking amazing.
You know what? I'll have to watch it. Yeah, we'll do that.
And he got fucked in his last match before Gunther won.
Oh.
So he faced Gunther, and they did LA Knight so dirty because I thought to me personally, LA Knight would have been a perfect candidate to face John Cena in his last match.
Okay, yeah, it would have been a less of a hero versus villain type story.
It would have been because personally for me, I think LA Knight is a more better wrestler than Gunther is because LA Knight's a little bit like John Cena.
Yeah. So
it would be kind of a fair match.
Okay.
But it was just terrible. And the emotions, like.
And you know what? Like, as emotional as it is, as emotional as the fans are getting, I think the WWE knew what they were doing. They wanted to make fans emotional. They wanted to not create hate towards Gunther, but make everybody want to watch more matches with him in it because they want to see him dethroned. They want to see the guy who took down their champion.
That's right? That's all it is now. He can legit come because I saw a clip of the GM for Raw.
Okay.
We have Gunther coming in on Monday Night Raw tomorrow, and he's gonna say all he's gonna say is like, "I made the last great champion tap out." So that's gonna be the big spill. Yeah. But I'm guessing a whole bunch of wrestlers are gonna try to go after him for that.
You know what? And that brings popularity. I think it's gonna get more views, and ultimately, as sad as it is for our star John Cena, he's moved on. Yeah, he's moving on to a lot. I don't want to say better things.
No, he's staying in the company.
Okay.
He's just going to be more of a background guy.
Kind of like what Dwayne does, Dwayne The Rock, yeah.
But John Cena is going to be helping all the young talents.
Hey, there you go.
Because he's so into the young talents where, like, the young talents actually come up to him and ask him, like, what can I do and what can I do better? And, like, he legit sits there and, like, lets them, like, he explains it to them.
Okay.
Like, but I'm not excited, but I'm excited for Raw this Monday. So tomorrow, I don't know. So
it's going to be an interesting episode. But yes, now we have
this is going to be a special occasion for John Cena's last match of wrestling. Thank you for all the years, and
cheers.
Yes.
There we go.
God,
pour it over John Cena. I'll pour it in my throat.
We'll pour it in my throat so nothing gets wasted.
There we go. Like John Cena would want.
But that's enough 15 minutes of just fucking talking about my bullshit.
Hey, you know what? It's popular events. We've got to talk about it. The people need to know.
You know what? It's going to be talked about for years now.
Yep. Oh, because John Cena's going to still ever be very present, right?
And the cool thing is that John Cena just last week, I believe it was last week, was on Joe Rogan.
Oh, very nice.
So if you guys want to hit up his interview with Joe Rogan, that I'm slowly listening to it now, and it's so interesting.
Oh, very good. Because he probably talks about the wrestling as a...
He talks about wrestling. He talks about the benefits that he was able to get during wrestling. The man spoke Mandarin for 10 years.
Oh, yeah, you can see that. I know there's a meme of him speaking Chinese or Mandarin.
Oh, man, that meme was so funny because like it has John Cena speaking Mandarin, and then it clicks back to like the fucking late 90s with The Rock saying, "Ching chong ching, oh, shut the fuck up." And because they're comparing the racism to it, and like you have The Rock just saying gibberish shit that we always say about like how we think Chinese sound, and here's John Cena doing
just actually
speaking Mandarin and doing his like due diligence to try to be better, and he's getting shit on. Man,
you gotta love wrestling. It's a series of rage baits.
It's so awesome.
But now our actual topic for today is one that you probably read from the title, the Mandela Effect.
Yes, the Mandela Effect. This is This has been going on for not years, but a few years now, since 2009, that my research said.
Mm-hmm. My research was saying a little different, but apparently the
origins is 2009.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So most people know what the Mandela Effect is. However, we're just gonna give you a quick definition. Victor, you have it pulled up there on your phone, I imagine.
I'm just gonna say what everybody else says. So the Mandela Effect, basically in retard terms, is something you think happened did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what the Mandela Effect
or
is.
You remember something one way and it never was. Like, history contradicts what most people know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other words, there's a few examples, but...
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of examples we'll probably go through today, just because it is fun to go over.
So, since Walker doesn't have his phone out, I'm going to get him to read the science here, because I just did Google and did the whole AI thing, so I copied and pasted.
Yeah, so
everything.
Essentially, the Mandela Effect is a phenomenon where people share some sort of false memory about an event, detail, or fact that sure is famously known, but is misremembered. A lot of the time, it deals with... The most common examples are through, like, branding, like media, or even, like, pop culture icons, or movie quotes is a big one as well.
And entertainment movies.
Yes.
So, there's a big one that everybody remembers, but it never happened.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people with the Mandela Effect, they like to link it to the fact that there are alternate realities, or psychologists will say it's through memory fallibility, where people will see an incorrect detail and think, oh no, yeah, that's how it was the entire time.
Yeah.
Like the spread of misinformation online. And as someone who was working in forensics for the longest time, and like we learned the probative value of evidence, a lot of witnesses, when they go up to give testimonies and stuff, they're told to write them down. And what lawyers will do is they'll have the witness say their testimony and over, because especially when you get to court, people won't have a proper recollection. They'll forget small details and then fill them in with what they think is correct, even though it's not quite. Because the human memory is very subject to change. We don't remember things exactly how they are. We remember them how we see them.
Like, I remember the boot camp, but don't remember where it was.
Exactly.
How it is. So for a small example, we're going to do one that we were talking about yesterday, because we were supposed to do this yesterday, but we didn't because things happened.
Timing, yeah.
So, Fruit Loops and Fruit Loops.
Yes.
This is the big one.
As a kid, I always thought it was fruit, spelled F-R-U-I-T. It's Fruit Loops, and something I saw about that forever ago is that Canada uses the word fruit because our regulations on cereal and stuff actually requires Fruit Loops, if they're using the word fruit, to have a certain element or amount of fruit or natural fruit flavors to it.
Which Fruit Loops does. It tastes a whole lot of shit when you put it in your mouth.
I was going to say, if you're Canadian and you've had Fruit Loops and you've tried Fruit Loops from the States, they are very different in taste, and the color is very different also because of food dye regulations in Canada. So the States Fruit Loops taste better. Canada still tastes good, but they look weird. If you're American and you've had Fruit Loops and then you've seen Canadian Fruit Loops, you think they're weird because they are miscolored. They're not like the bright neon stuff you would get.
Yeah, they're more, for Canada, it's more like darker.
And so that is like one of the bigger differences between Fruit Loops, but I've always thought it was spelled F-U. Oh my gosh. F-R-U. No, shit, damn it. F-R-U-I-T, like an actual fruit. But apparently, the last few times I've been to the grocery store, we mentioned it, we were talking about it yesterday, like I was in the grocery store today, and it is spelled F-R-O-O-T, where they use Fruit Loops as the O's. I always thought it was fruit. Did you always think it was fruit?
Yes, I always thought it was fruit. And the one thing that I've noticed, where's Toucan Sam?
I always thought he was on the left side, kind of looking towards the bowl, which is on the right side of the bowl.
I don't see Toucan Sam anymore.
I was going to say, Toucan Sam was usually on the box.
Usually on the box, but now, since they don't use them in commercials, I don't see him on the box.
Maybe they just got rid of him entirely. Dang, okay. But no, Toucan Sam was 100% on the box.
100% on the box.
Yeah.
And the thing is that he had 3 kids.
Oh, gosh, I do remember the kids. When we were kids in the 2000s, like you would see all these cereal commercials. There were like Toucan Sam's kids, kind of like the Donald Duck nephews.
Yep. Mm-hmm. There was 3 of them. Mm-hmm. At some point, they just gave up on them.
They just disappeared. Yep. Yeah, dang. It's kind of like I don't even know what cereal commercials do anymore. You almost never see the mascots. I know for Frosted Flakes, they still have Tony the Tiger.
They have Tony the Tiger. Mm-hmm. You see...
Snap, Crackle, and Pop aren't usually advertised anymore.
No, they are.
Krispies. They're on the box, but...
No, they're still on still on commercials when I watch TV on like Teletoon with the kids. Kids. But then there's what's the other one?
The Lucky Charms guy. Yeah, he was always in the commercials, and like from what I remember, he's still on the box.
He's still on the box.
Yeah. So it's
me Lucky Charms.
So it's interesting to see how Kellogg's, as a cereal company, has adapted their brand and changed a lot of stuff over time. But the fruit, that's one of the ones that people say has always been a fruit rather than F-R-O-O-T. And I think at some point, like FDA regulation said, no, you don't have any fruit in here. That's why you need to spell it differently.
Yes.
And people just collectively remember it as fruit instead of fruit, like foot.
So, for another example, I did not know this because I honestly thought his leg was gold.
Oh, yes, I've seen this one.
C-3PO.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 4.
Okay, so A New Hope.
New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
So, the original OG from 1978.
Yeah.
Okay? Or 77, one of those years.
Okay.
C-3PO and R2-D2 are walking down the corridor before Darth Vader ends up having his stormtroopers coming.
Okay, so before they escape on the shuttle to Tatooine. Yep.
I did not notice until I saw this, and then I remembered, like, fuck, it is silver. His leg was silver, not gold.
It was specifically his right leg from the knee down that people say was silver.
Yeah, lower right leg.
Which I don't remember at all. I haven't watched A New Hope in a while, but I sincerely doubt it. I always remember C-3PO having, like, classic gold legs. Or I think it was in the original trilogy when he was being built by Anakin, he had some more silvery colors.
The prequel trilogy.
The prequel trilogy, yes. And then, like, at one point, he had, like, a red arm for some reason.
That was in sequels.
That was in the sequels.
Yes.
And that was because he lost an arm, but everybody knows that. I never really remember him with a silver leg. Yeah. But there's pictures all over the place from the movie.
But everybody remembers him as a gold leg.
And I think, I don't want to assume because I haven't watched A New Hope in a while, but I think in the rest of the movie, he is gold all the way through.
Yes.
So it's like one of those subtle details that most people just miss because it's a very... When you have gold and silver next to each other, a lot of the time, like, your eyes will fill the gap and just assume that little bit of silver is also kind of gold, right?
Yeah, like it always happens.
It's a small detail to miss.
It's a small Mandela Effect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a big one.
But again, it's one that everybody remembers him as solid gold.
Yes. So there's also another one from Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, it's a very common one.
Very common one. But this one's easily to explain.
Mm-hmm.
So, Episode 5.
Yes.
Emperor Strikes Back.
Everyone's favorite, really.
Honestly, it's the best, I gotta say, out of all the Star Wars, besides Return of the Sith.
Yes.
Hands down, the second one is The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, very good.
Return of the Sith will always be number 1.
Oh, okay, I respect it.
So, when Luke and Darth Vader are fighting in the Cloud City...
Yes.
And he ends up fucking taking his arm off, and like
Luke's on the edge of
the edge, like being a little bitch.
Yeah.
Like normal.
Yeah.
4 or 6 of them.
At that point.
That point. So, Darth Vader turns around and is like, I bet you Obi-Wan never told you everything about your father.
And then Luke responds, you killed him.
He's like, no, what happens was he says, no, he told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I know my life.
Yeah, there you go. You know it better than I do. I do respect that.
He's like, no, I am your father.
Mm-hmm.
But the people get confused because you don't want kids running around saying, I am your father.
Mm-hmm.
When people say it's, no, Luke, I am your father.
So that the step the inclusion of Luke never actually happened.
No,
and
Luke,
most people don't include the no before Luke, so it's Luke, I am your father,
yes.
which, sure, it represents the scene, like, people get the general idea, but it's the wrong quote entirely.
Yeah, so that quote is legit, like, embedded to people's brains, so when they do end up watching episode 5, their brain mixes that into the film, because everybody says it.
Oh, and that's it. That's what they know. And even when they hear it differently, they still remember it as Luke, I am your father, because it's just what has been passed around the internet. Yeah. And obviously, it was kind of a meme before memes were a thing, where everybody was saying that line because Star Wars was super popular. It was the line that changed the series. Yeah. The big reveal.
And honestly, that right there was honestly no one knew that. I know George Lucas is a genius.
Oh,
he legit made sure George Lucas changed scripts so much throughout all those films to make everything a surprise.
Oh, okay. It was back when people were spoiling stuff and.
Well, during movies, everything always gets spoiled.
Yeah.
But Mark Hamill was the only one that knew the actual script. And apparently, there's an interview with Mark Hamill turning around and saying, "Yeah, Harrison Ford turns around and is like, did you know this kid?" No, I did not.
No.
And, like, he had to lie to him.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? At a certain point, like, you gotta let the main character know the big twist if they're the one who essentially
He only knew the big
it.
twist the day before.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You
know, it's kind of what they did with Tom Holland in a lot of it was a lot of his Marvel stuff, because they realized he was leaking stuff.
He was leaking stuff by accident.
Oh, yeah, he was a silly kind of teenager, as a young adult.
He was legit a teenager, fucking all like goosey because he's Spider-Man.
Didn't quite have media training, so at a certain point, like, if you want to protect the story, you want to keep those twists, you kind of got to keep your actors in the dark a bit.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to do anything.
Oh, even just a comparison to Stranger Things, like, I've seen a lot of interviews and stuff before the 5th season came out, or like the first 4 episodes of it, and the character who plays Will, Noah something, like, he's one of the ones that, like, kind of spoiled stuff before, and, like, he kept biting his tongue, and the other cast members had to tell him to bite his tongue.
What I think's happening now, since they knew him, it can leak some stuff, they're getting all the cast members just to say random shit.
I can see that.
The actor who plays Mike was on the Hot One.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, and Dustin dies.
Everybody dies, yeah. The thing is, I can kind of see Dustin dying, but look, we're not speculating on Stranger Things here.
You know what? New Year, once Stranger Things is done, we are going to do a review on Stranger Things.
You know what? I would love to do an episode like that. It was because classic series, you know.
It's really well done, and I did send you something for Stranger Things too, I think. Or was it you?
It might have been. It was a while ago, I believe, yeah.
But, here, take a note now. At the new year, our first episode of the very 2026 podcast of the year is going to be Stranger Things.
Yes.
Because it's an amazing series.
Oh, and you know what? Like, looking back, and, like, I've seen a lot of fan theories where it's like, no, they seeded a lot of hints. They seeded a lot of actual foreshadowing for what's happening in season 5. Like,
man. Like, my buddy, like, Tribe Track here, sent me a video of, like, Will from the first season, second season, third season, fourth season, of how much he was just a bitch.
And he glowed up hard in the fifth season, yeah.
Little spoiler, he ends up being the most badass character in episode 4.
You know, he finally figures it out. Well, I'll say that much. We're not going to tease anymore.
We're not going to tease anymore. Yeah. By the time we do our episode, you guys better be the fucking caught up. If not, because I'm trying to get Tori to catch up, because she's starting to watch it now by herself, and she's loving Dustin. She's loving Dustin. He's cute.
He is a very fun character. He changes a lot in season 5 when Eddie. Yeah, you know what? If you haven't seen season 4 yet, this will be a review. This will all be a review later.
This will all be a review later.
Okay. So. More examples of the Mandela Effect.
So, Walker, do you have any examples of the Mandela Effect?
Oh, one very common one that I personally thought was a thing was the Monopoly Man. I remember him with a monocle, like, on his left eye, I believe.
So, if you guys can't tell from our thumbnail of our Mandela Effect.
Yes, we've got our Monopoly Man on top and the Monopoly Man on bottom. Which one do you think is correct?
I honestly thought he had a monocle for the longest goddamn time.
And I thought the same thing. Like, I feel like my mom and dad had an old Monopoly game when I was a kid. So, like, one of the ones that was printed before the 2000s.
So, the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, so I feel like I remember him on the box, like, doing the big presentation thing with his arms, and he had the monocle there. And then when you pull community chest cards, or, like, get out of jail free cards, he always had the monocle there.
So, I might have a debunk for that.
Okay, yeah.
So, if you've ever watched Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls.
Okay, I haven't watched that one.
There is a scene. So, spoilers alert.
If you haven't seen it yet,
I'm gonna have to let you borrow that movie too. It's fucking amazing. It's Jim Carrey fucking movie, and it's fucking.
I've seen the first Ace Ventura. I think the second one's on Netflix. I can watch it.
Dude, it's fucking good. So there's a scene in it where he goes like to Africa and like he's solving this mystery about like a missing bat.
Yeah.
Where he fucking hates bats. So there's a whole bunch of rich people.
Yeah.
So like they have like fur, like fucking animals and shit on there. So there's this guy that looks like the Monopoly Man. That has a monocle. And
Nani desu ka? It's still recording.
Is it?
I think so.
It is. It's because I wasn't moving it.
I was going to say, maybe it's because the phone... Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a big pause there, so I'll just probably figure it out later. But, so, going back to what I was saying. There's a guy with a monocle that looks exactly like the guy on the fucking box.
Yeah.
So, what happens is that Jim Carrey's character, Ace Ventura, which is one of his best roles.
Jim Carrey, fantastic actor. He was a child hero of mine.
Oh, he's also the reason why I like comedy so much.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And the reason why I'm kind of funny. So, he knocks him the fuck out. And it's like, because he tells the chick that he's with, oh, you should try it sometime. So he knocks his fucking date out and like legit puts them on his shoulders. Oh, it is really good. And does the whole dance and shit.
Yeah.
And he fucking swings them down, and this is what it exactly like what it says. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So he looks like the Monopoly.
And he had a monocle.
And he had a monocle.
So, like, even in the 80s, like, because Ace Ventura was an 80s or 90s movie?
90s movie. I will look it up here on the Google.
But even at that point, famous actors and writers making this movie thought the same thing. Everybody believed he had a monocle. But when you look it up, when you look at any modern Monopoly games, he does not have a monocle. He's lost his distinguished one-eye glass.
It's the 1995.
Okay, so still before the 2000s. I think what happened, Hasbro, because monocles became less popular, might have changed the look as they started printing new editions of Monopoly.
Okay, so I have the video here for Walker. I will try my best to put it in to the descriptions. If I don't, just fucking look it up. So it's Ace Ventura, the Monopoly guy.
Excuse me.
There's a gentleman walking down the stairs holding a monocle. He's in a nice
That's quite a wrap you're wearing. Perhaps I could get you some fluffy new slippers made from the heads of innocent and defenseless baby seals. Who is this guest? The man, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. And you must be the Monopoly guy. Hey. Thanks for the free parking. Another activist, McGuire. Activist. Yes.
Yeah.
Activist, yes.
Fucking good
Mr.
acting.
Ventura, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of nature. You should try it sometime. Alrighty then.
Knocks him the fuck out.
Yeah, instant punch.
You know something? You're right.
It's so good.
It's such a good critique on that, though. All being comedic, right?
I know, right? It's fucking golden.
There he is. He already called him Monopoly Man. Fancy dressed, bald, has the white sash and the watch. Oh my god. The rattling of his jaw as he's ragdolling. Oh.
So I think what happened was that when Jim Carrey did that scene, everybody. I'm only speculating.
Yep.
Because this is what I think. That I've been thinking about this for years.
Yep.
Because when I put two to two together, because I remember the Monopoly guy having a monocle too, but I also remember that scene.
Okay.
So I think people put two to two together.
And kind of put together like aristocracy and like a more posh and uppity type style with the Monopoly Man, which I think was, in the past, it wasn't offensive. It was just like, oh, this is a businessman making a monopoly. It's quite literally like a posh aristocrat taking over everything. And then as we got into the 2000s, we started to get a little more sensitive.
Oh, don't even get sensitive.
So there was a lot less use of the monocle, or in more of a presentation of, oh, I am a businessman who is well-dressed and not
well-dressed,
doing not an aristocrat.
A whole bunch of hours, fucking bitches, and making shady fucking deals.
Exactly.
But isn't that crazy though? What do you understand what I'm saying though?
Yes.
That you put two together, it might have been the reason why people think it has Marvel.
I saw another little theory on it too. The Planter's Peanut at the time
always
had, it was another aristocrat type guy, had the top hat and 100% has a monocle, still has a monocle today.
Yes.
And
people got those two things. I mean,
they might have had like a common association between it, and that's what some online theories are saying. But now you don't see the Monopoly Man anywhere apart from maybe old media or probably false media with an eye monocle anymore.
Yes. And that's the thing. He only has the top half. But going to entertainment, the one big thing that people remember from the 90s is Shazam. With
the movie
Sinbad.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Have you ever heard this theory?
I have not heard of this theory, and I don't believe I've seen
There's a movie called Shazam, but with Shaq.
Oh my God! No, I have heard of this theory. Yes. Okay. Yep.
There's a theory that there's a movie out there with Sinbad in it. Do you know who Sinbad is?
Sinbad is like a pirate. It's like I want to say a Middle Eastern pirate, a little more Egyptian.
No, totally wrong.
Oh, okay.
He's an actual person.
Oh, okay.
So have you ever seen American Dad?
Yes.
Okay, let's do some research here.
So I know there's all kinds of different versions of Sinbad. I've seen the Disney version of Sinbad. I've seen there's anime based around the character Sinbad. It's like I want to say like an Aladdin type character, like a rogue.
Sinbad, Shazam. So, even Sinbad, like apparently has confirmed that he thinks Sinbad comfort is he even thinks it's real. He remembers doing it.
So he remembers doing a movie called Shazam with Shaq as one of the main characters.
So I have an interview here with him in it, which I'm going to play for the YouTubes.
Hello there, I am Victor from the Beer Floor Hat Podcast. Are you having troubles of picking out gifts that you want something to mean something? But I have a thing for you. I partner up with somebody at work, and his website and Instagram page is called It's Right Here. He does vinyl design, wood jewelry, which is pretty cool, and keepsakes. Keepsakes like Christmas stuff, stocking stuffers, birthday things, whatever you think. He's done a few things for me, and they are amazing. You guys need to go check him out. I'll send a description below. But let him know that the Beer Floor Hat Podcast sent you there. So in other words, let him know to stay frosty.
And all that, because whatever.
We're going to listen to what he's got to say.
If it will play.
Oh, there's no ads!
Whoa! Take a personal break. Whatever.
I'm embarrassed because I've been telling people I never did Shazam, and people always walk up on me, and I'm just going to tell you what happened.
Because this is about 2 minutes. I've never seen this video before, so bear with us.
I did do Shazam. I'm not proud of it when I did Shazam. I was doing a lot of crack. I was staying in crack houses, and I did Shazam for crack money. I knew it wasn't going to be a great movie because I have no genie skills. I think most movies, you have to bring something out of yourself, and I've never been a genie or had magical powers. It was a learning process for me.
So,
But he's saying he did the movie, and he wasn't very proud of it. But
there is actual video. If you ever heard our podcast before, I do mention this podcast a bunch of times.
Oh, the good old Brohio?
The Brohio podcast. So please go check those guys out. I am so behind their fucking episodes right now.
It's okay. They're another great conspiracy podcast.
Dude, you need to just sit down and listen to a couple episodes, because I think you'll find... They're basically us with drinking beer and just fucking talking bullshit.
There you go.
Speaking of... Oh, fuck, I'm drinking the wrong beer today.
Oh?
Vicky got some cool lagers that she got from her Christmas party. I was supposed to drink one with a fucking robot on it.
Oh, okay.
Next week.
Well, yeah, we'll start our fancy stuff there.
They even talk about it. They talk about Sinbad playing Shazam. And because they do a Mandela Effect episode. We did not take the idea from them. So just make that clear.
It's one of the popular things when people talk about the Mandela Effect. Because I do remember seeing an Instagram post forever ago where on the cover of the movie, Shaq is the character Shazam.
Yes.
He's the genie.
He is the genie. He's the guy with the fucking turban thing and crossing his arms and shit. So we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors.
But we'll be right back.
Welcome back. Quick break.
Oh, always love hearing that jingle. It's not a jingle, but we like supporting our artists.
Yeah, and the guy that we did the ad for, the great time of year, it is Christmas, so please hit him up. It's in the description below. Yep. And he does some phenomenal work. If you have noticed, on our thumbnail, we have our big logo.
Yes.
But on the bottom, it's some logo that, if you didn't notice, was the original logo.
He does all graphic design. He does wood burning or laser cut. Yes, he's a great artist, and he does commissions. So send anything you have his way, and I'm sure he'd be happy.
And please shout us out, because he knows that we do this, and he is grateful that we do it.
Woo!
So please look for him on Instagram, because that's what the link is below. Please don't be shy.
Yes. But back to Shazam, yes. So the movie cover, from what I saw online, is Shaq as the genie.
Yeah.
But from the post I saw, Shaq was never in the movie.
No.
Which is weird. I never watched it, so I don't actually know. I can't speak to it. But if Sinbad was the actor for the genie, why was Shaq ever on it? And why do people remember Shaq as that character?
But what makes no sense is that Shaq, there is an actual movie with Shaq in it as the genie, as Shazam. So the Mandela Effect is that
people remember
Sinbad. Okay. If people remember Sinbad in that movie, there is a post out there that someone actually has a video copy of that movie.
So maybe there's two different copies out there that exist. One was Sinbad and one was Shaq. Then?
Maybe.
Okay.
That's the whole for Mandela Effect.
Yeah. So it's definitely a weird one, and if people know the movie Shazam, you'll get mixed opinions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, one thing I want to bring up is kid books.
Oh, yes. So, another big one.
For kid books, we have, for my generation, not so much walkers.
I grew up with these books.
We have Arthur. We have Franklin.
Yes, I grew up with Franklin.
Hey, there's Franklin. Awesome show.
Yes.
Arthur.
Good show for kids.
Hands down, best fucking show ever made for kids. I can watch that with the kids, but they only have a certain amount of seasons on fucking Prime, which sucks.
Yeah.
But Berenstain Bears.
The Berenstain Bears is a book series I had a plethora of books as a kid. The book fair usually had them when I was younger, so I'd always buy them.
I was different. I was more of an Arthur guy.
Oh,
I have a whole bunch of Arthur books upstairs, and every time I buy an Arthur book, I have one Arthur book that's in the back that has different Arthur books on it, and I check them off.
Oh, very nice.
I'm 3 away from finishing the
full collection. There you go.
But I got them when I was in 1999, so they're pretty old.
But the Mandela Effect that we're talking about here with these books is the Berenstain Bears specifically.
Yes. Because apparently they were named the Berenstain Bears.
So yeah, instead of Steen, like a classic, we'll say Jewish name, because a lot of Jewish last names have that Steen, S-T-E-I-N.
I thought you were going to say S-T-I.
S-T-I, no, S-T-E-I-N. But apparently, if you find any of these books or any sort of modern day depictions of it, it's Stain, S-T-A-I-N.
Which is weird. I've always remembered Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears. That's always what I remembered as well. And I know there was a TV show as well. I don't remember the jingle.
Another banger.
Yes, but even then, I thought, and with all of my heart, and still remember it being Berenstain Bears.
I think they say it's Berenstain Bears on it, but I haven't watched it in such a long time. I think that's one show you have to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that aired for a little bit, and it came out on VHSs. That's where you had to get it.
It didn't have this traction as like Franklin or Arthur or like what's that fucking rabbit one?
Oh, Winnie the Pooh? No.
No. Like there's like the bunny ears and like the whole town's like rabbits and shit.
Peter Rabbit. There we go.
It wasn't Peter Rabbit.
Okay.
No, it was like.
There was like a.
It was like a box, like head rabbit.
Oh gosh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Either way, most people remember it as the Berenstain Bears, and the fact that everybody's saying it's Stain makes no sense. To me, it makes no sense. It was always Berenstain, and as my reason for thinking it changed, if it changed at all, was that they didn't want a classic Jewish name on a bunch of bears.
Well, how dare they?
Which realistically makes no sense, obviously. So that's my weird, far out there theory. But maybe it changed at some point when there was some, we'll say, Nazi favorist movements going on.
Oh, so I have another one.
Yeah.
I did not think of it because the Jif's peanut butter.
Jif peanut butter. Yes, I do know the brand. J-I-F, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I always remembered it being called Jiffy.
See, the name sounds familiar. I don't, and like I've seen the logo. Yeah, we've got the logo sitting here, and it looks like it was real. So to me, it's something that I vaguely remember. We never got Jif peanut butter when I was young.
No, that was like the most expensive peanut butter you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think you can get it now, but it's less cheaper now from the fucking Two Bears one.
Yes, it's more of an American product, so we don't see it as much in Canada.
So, every time I think of Jif, you don't say, "Oh, you got Jif's peanut butter." It's always, "You got Jiffy's peanut butter."
Yeah, which feels more natural.
Yes.
It seems like that's what it might have been named. I think with the creation of Jiffy Lube back in the 2000s and a few other, I know there's one other brand, at least in Canada, that goes by Jiffy. People assumed that Jif peanut butter was also originally Jiffy at one point.
Oh yeah. So here's another one. How do you think Looney Tunes is spelled?
Oh, I always remember Looney Tunes being spelled T-O-O-N-S.
You are wrong.
Right? I was dumbfounded when I saw that one.
Looney Tunes is actually spelled, folks, L-O-O-N-E-Y-T-U-N-E-S.
Tunes as in musical tunes, right?
Which makes no goddamn sense.
I would say it makes sense in the fact where it's like, oh, these stories or these magical stories are being told as musical tunes, I guess. That's the only thing that makes sense to me why they would use tunes.
I always remember tunes as like cartoons because they're cartoons, and some majority of the time during Looney Tunes, the only time when they had a musical number is usually with Bugs Bunny.
Yes.
And 90...
It didn't happen too much, right?
It didn't happen too much. So, here's another one. Curious George.
Okay. So, Curious George, I can say with confidence he never had a tail unless it was the... Oh, no, not even in that movie.
Nope.
No, I was going to say, there's the movie where the Yellow Hat Man in the Yellow Hat, like, finds Curious George, brings him back, and there's the whole thing where they find the idol in Africa and stuff to save the museum. So he does not have a tail in that. He does not have a tail in the TV series.
I gotta say, whoever thought he had a tail is fucking dumb.
It feels like a common mistake to make because monkeys do have tails. Monkeys commonly hang from tails. No. Oh, okay. Depends on the type of monkey.
Depends on the type of monkey. Because if you consider apes monkeys, they are monkeys.
Yes.
And apes do not have tails, sir.
And primates do not have tails either. And I think Curious George is a primate, not a monkey.
Yes.
Yes.
So apparently there's another one for a spicy TV show for modern women.
Oh, yes.
Sex in the City.
I always remember it Sex in the City. I never watched it. It's through the countless times of hearing it through media.
Sex and the City.
Sex and the City.
I never knew that. I always thought it was Sex in the City.
To me, I think I've seen this the same website you're looking at, where it's when they point it out, it's like, no, it's a series about kind of women having sex and their promiscuity. So like Sex in the City feels like it makes sense.
Yes.
But also like this slight difference between in and is very subtle, and if you're saying it quickly, it
sounds like Sex in the City.
It's very easy to make that mistake, and I think that's why that collective memory has changed.
So, Walker, I'm going to bring this one up because we brought it up yesterday. It's one that hits home. Okay?
Yep.
Our old boy Pikachu.
Oh my goodness. I was angry the first time I saw this one.
Oh, don't worry. I was angry too.
Because I firmly believed that our boy Pikachu, classic design, even when he was the old chubby version, had that black tip on the tail, that always had the little red spots on his cheeks. Sure, he was a little chubbier.
Oh, no, he has the red spots on his cheeks.
Yeah, he has the red spots.
It's just the tail.
Oh, and also the black on the ears.
Yeah, black on the ears, red circles on his face, chubbiness of cuteness.
Yep.
But no black spot on the end.
Yeah, no black tip, which, wild. To me, I thought made no sense. I feel like I remember him in the cartoon having it, but looking back, it's like, no, maybe he didn't. And I've seen theories, or like, to me, I think the reason I get that mixed up is Pichu does have the black tip on his tail.
Yes, he does have the black tip.
So a lot of people will, because Pichu is very similar to Pikachu, it's just quite literally a smaller mouse and not quite as fat.
Pichu was the smaller version of Pikachu.
Yes, so it's the pre-evolution to Pikachu. It's a smaller Pokemon. It has almost the entirely same look as Pikachu. The only real difference is the overall size and that black tip on the tail.
Okay, so I remember him having the black tip because growing up in the 90s, Pokemon, Digimon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Were the three, and Dragon Ball Z were the big four anime shows you watched on Sunday Sunday morning.
It was the popularized anime shows that actually made it to Western Americas.
So one thing I'm going to bring up is one good movie called Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay. I don't think I know this one.
I've never heard this one until I just looked on the website now. What is the famous line in Forrest Gump that everybody likes saying?
Run, Forrest!
Not that one.
No?
That one.
Okay.
Okay, it's the second line.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
You are wrong.
No, okay. What is it?
Life was like a box of chocolate. I did not know that.
Because I know in that scene he's physically talking to a girl while he's waiting on the park bench for
a bus, where he basically sits there for a whole fucking hour or two.
He describes his past before he goes to meet
where Jenny, where she legit lives like a block away.
Yeah,
and he sits there, and is like, yeah, my mama told me life was like a box of chocolate, but no, his mama told me life was like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
You know what? And that's fair. I feel like was and is like a present past tense sort of situation. It's kind of like Sex in the City and Sex and the City, where it's that slight inflection of the word where ultimately it means the same thing. Past and present tense doesn't change it too much.
Okay, so I am going to end the episode with this one because it's one of my favorites because I even fucked up on it.
Oh, okay.
So we are going to go back to 2001.
Oh.
Okay. 2001 is when the very first Lord of the Rings live action movie came out, of the Fellowship of the Ring. Okay?
Yes.
So you are in the mines of Moria, where they are getting chased out by the Balrog.
Oh, okay, the Balrog.
They are going they are going over the bridge, as I'm trying to explain this as possible, because it's fucking amazing. The Balrog ends up just showing up and shoot a flame, and Gandalf tells him just fuck off. Like, I'm going to deal with this shit because I'm badass. So,
stands on the bridge, gets the staff ready.
He does the whole "you shall not pass" hit.
Breaks the bridge.
Just where he is.
Yep.
So the Balrog fucking just falls. But you see his whip grab Gandalf by the leg.
Flips around his ankle, yanks
pulls him down, but he's still hanging on by a thread. What do you think he says?
I paid attention to this one.
No. What do you think people think they said?
I know what I'm going to go with I know he says. Fly, you fools!
Me being a Lord of the Rings fan forever?
I always thought it was run, you fools.
I always thought that too. I always thought it was run, you fools. No!
It's fly, you fools, which in the same context is flee at an accelerated rate. That's ultimately what he's trying to say. But
it's so dumb.
But like, I forget the actor's name. Great actor, but when it's quick, like, fly, you fools, it's very close to fly or run. If you just do that quick sort of English accent,
yes.
it can be mixed up rather easily.
So basically, the actor who plays Gandalf is playing Magneto at the same time.
Yes.
But yes, forever before I even thought "fly, you fools," before I saw it on a video,
I do remember it being "run, you fools."
I always thought it was "run, you fools."
Mm-hmm. I noticed later on in life, I did a marathon with my buddy when we were in high school. We watched through every single Lord of the Rings movie, including The Hobbits.
Okay.
And at that point, I recognized it was fly. Okay, yeah.
But the question is, which one of the Lord of the Rings?
What do you mean?
Theater version or extended?
Oh, extended. 100% extended. I actually have the box set of the extended. It's a classic series. You need to have it.
Fun fact is here, folks. Henry Cavill says watching Lord of the Rings, the extended version, is his just go-to film for comfort.
You know what? I used to do it when I was sick. If I stayed home from school as a kid when I was sick, it was a great one to watch because I could put in movie after movie and still just have my sick routine during the day. And like a whole day would go by, I watched Lord of the Rings and had a good time.
I tried cleaning while that movie's on, and I get no cleaning.
It's just that good a movie. But Fly, You Fools, almost nobody hears it. Everybody says Run, You Fools.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's Run, You Fools.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel so dumb.
I saw a comparison on it maybe a few years ago where people were mocking it and saying like, oh, he was literally telling them to take the eagles and fly to Mordor. And it was like, that's funny, but no, that's not what he actually meant. But it's funny to draw that comparison where it's like, he could have just taken the eagles, guys. So, what the fuck?
So there is an interview with J.J. Tolkien.
Yes.
And a reporter legit asked him, why would you not just have them take the eagles?
I've seen a bit of this theory and why J.R.R. Tolkien says. Yeah.
You know what he says?
What?
Fuck off.
Yep.
That's all he says.
So when I see people talking about it, is they're legendary creatures, essentially. They do Gandalf favors by coming to rescue him because he is an older being. He's done a lot of things for the eagles.
He is from the Second Age.
Mm-hmm. And what people say is the eagles are powerful beings, and the ring would be very tempting to them. Even as they flew closer to Mordor, the temptation would be enough to cause the eagles to actually be tempted by it and be less likely to deliver said ring, which is a very interesting theory. It makes sense why they wouldn't just fly the eagles, but also the eagles are regal beings. They don't just want to get involved with mortal struggles.
With that being said, I'm going to stop you there, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's hear it.
So, if anybody has followed the Silmarillion, which I fucking so hard to go through, because it's the books after The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings are just books of notes.
Yes.
They are just notes of his creation of this world.
And like, J.R.,
he went into depth.
Tolkien loved his world. He created so much backstory that doesn't need to exist.
This man legit made a secret language for this fucking shit.
Mm-hmm. It's like, a lot of people say he's the father or grandfather to Dungeons and Dragons because he was one of the first that really delved into world building and fantasy world building. Yeah.
If anybody wants to take a trip down the memory lane of him, there is a movie on Netflix called Tolkien.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It has the guy who played Beast in
the newer versions of X-Men. Okay, yeah.
Of X-Men.
Yep.
He played in Warm Bodies. There's also a couple other
great
movies.
actor. Honestly.
Great actor.
Yep.
He plays J.J. Cadogan.
Oh, okay.
And he goes through his life, and you would see him do all this random shit. You have no idea what the turnout is.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the turnout is The Hobbit.
Yep. Because
this man was a World War I veteran.
Okay.
He got the ideas of the orcs from not so much German. He got the idea from German soldiers.
Yes.
Since we know them as Nazis
for
World War II. But he got the idea for ogres, orcs from German soldiers.
And you know what? I can kind of see that happening, because when you're in the trenches, there's not much to do. So inventing fantasy worlds is something that you might fall into. It's something that myself, our friend, did when we were working in a production factory. Like, at a certain point, you're just in a mind-numbing setting. Your mind goes and starts creating fantasy worlds, and Tolkien just had a beautiful mind in that.
So, fun thing is, in that movie, the one person that sticks with him in the trenches, guess what his name is?
Oh, it's Frodo, isn't it? No?
Sam.
Yeah. You know what? I can see that. That makes so much sense. Like, dedicating... For the amount of heroism Sam exhibits throughout the series, what it means to truly be a loyal compatriot, it seems like a World War I type story. Like, even though you might not get along, there is a loyalty to the mission, the greater cause, because you care for one another.
I gotta say, in Lord of the Rings, Frodo is the main hero.
Yes.
I say no.
Frodo is only the hero because he's
only the hero because of Sam.
He is... Okay, Frodo can bear the ring because he is weak in the sense that he can never draw forth the true power of the ring.
No.
He is a proper bearer... Oh, no? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Sam.
Well, yes, Sam is the real hero because he...
No.
Okay.
Sam also carried the ring.
Yes.
Because when Frodo freaked the... I don't know, I have to reread the books.
So yeah, he picks it up when they climb up at a certain point, and he says, "Let me share the load, lighten the burden."
Yeah.
And Frodo, at
freaked
that
out.
point, he's freaked out by the temptation. He wants the ring for himself. It's the ring causing that distraught. And while Sam tries to take the ring at one point and carry it, Frodo gets more upset, tells him to fuck off. And only when Sam comes back and saves him, he says, "I cannot carry the ring, but I can carry you."
No, Sam does take the ring.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to give it to Frodo.
Yeah.
Because he knows Gollum was bad, so he somehow stole the ring.
Yeah.
But he stole it for Frodo's own good.
Mm-hmm.
And
he could see that Frodo was suffering. It was hard for him to bear the burden alone.
So for Sam being his best fucking friend, being the person that Gandalf legit says, if you don't fucking help him out and make sure he's safe, I'm seriously going to turn you into a fucking frog.
Yeah.
Sam is 100% the hero in Lord of the Rings.
100%. Without a doubt in my mind. Frodo, a hero, but in a different sense. Sam shows what it is truly to be loyal.
So when the scene happens, and it happens in the book, I believe, because I might be wrong, but when he says, "I may not be able to carry the ring, but I can carry you," and fucking hauls him on his shoulders up to the fucking mountain door.
The final bit of the journey, goddamn, Samwise is the Chad, and it's truly a dedication to what it is to be like a soldier, and to stomach through some of the worst hardship in your life, to get over what feels like petty debates, because it's emotional. Part of that is the horrible conditions you're living in, and no matter what, Sam stuck by his side, showed loyalty, and said, "No, if you won't let carry the ring, I will help share your burden." And there's a lot of life lessons to learn from that, and there's quality fucking series. To summarize the point.
So the one thing I want to touch a base on here, because we all agree with this one. Kleenex.
Yes.
This will be the last one.
So everybody calls Kleenex. So Kleenex. A lot of people assume that when you pull that little piece of paper out of the box and you blow your nose, that is a Kleenex.
Yep.
It is not a Kleenex. It is a tissue paper.
Which that doesn't sound right.
Yes. The actual physical object is a tissue paper, but when Kleenex became a monopoly essentially for tissue paper, they really heavily branded themselves. They became the tissue paper. They sold themselves at a lower price to push anything else out of the market. So everybody at that point was like, Kleenex is the tissue paper. Kleenex is tissue paper. Kleenex is a Kleenex.
Kleenex is Kleenex.
Mm-hmm. And most people will call a piece of tissue paper Kleenex. I still call them Kleenex, and I buy the no-name brand tissue paper all the time.
Like there's two differences: napkins, paper towels, and Kleenex. There's no nothing else. There's no. Well, how would you feel if someone says, "Excuse me, sir, pass me the tissue paper"?
It feels very regal or elegant, like aristocratic.
No, if you are a true fucking person, hey dude, pass me the fucking Kleenex. You're gonna, he wants the Kleenex. His nose is fucking running or something.
Yep. And like Kleenex isn't even super popular in Canada anymore. Like most tissue paper brands don't even call themselves Kleenex. It's wild that everybody collectively still calls it a Kleenex. It is like a true indoctrination of what people think something should be and turning it. And the brands did it very successfully. They turned what should be a regular object into their brand, so everybody knows it as Kleenex.
So they did marketing pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
the marketing team was like, we need something new for this fucking tissue paper. What can we get everybody to call it? Even the fucking competitors. What can we call it?
Oh, and that's it. Kleenex being a 2-syllable one word is a lot more easy, a lot quicker to say than tissue paper.
Tissue paper. And it sounds rich when you say it. Tissue paper.
Tissue paper.
It's kind of fun.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. It's kind of fun when you say, tissue paper, please.
Oh, here's your tissue paper.
It sounds like something like, I need a tissue paper.
Oh.
I got some mess on my face. No, you use a fucking Kleenex.
Mm-hmm. And I think there was a transition from hankies or handkerchiefs into tissue paper, and like that's why Kleenex really jumped on that opportunity, because people used handkerchiefs a lot less once tissue paper started becoming
There's only one man in my entire life I saw use a handkerchief, and that was my papa. He always had...
It's an old man thing. It is really an old man thing.
When he was around, he would always have it in his fucking pocket. Whenever one of us kids were sick around him, he's like, just blow into this, and fucking put it back into his fucking pocket.
And I think that's where pocket squares come from. Originally, it was a tissue or a handkerchief. That's what he used to
be, handkerchief, right? Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see like in suits and shit, there's that little pocket with a handkerchief.
Yeah, that's a pocket square. Yeah.
That's why. That's the only one man I've seen with a fucking pocket chief, and holy shit, he had like only 2 colors. It was red and blue.
Lovely. So you're never getting to see the green.
Never seen green.
There you go.
But it was just, but it's those things that why
people collectively remember it one way, and you can cite all you want about alternate realities and stuff, but sometimes it's just people remembering something a little different.
Yeah.
So, Victor, as we always say at the end of the podcast, stay warm.
Staring down, the cat's the biggest pussy in town.